Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera. So this is our final year project for our last semester in Diploma of Applied Science. My name is Syaza, Nadzirah, Binti, Khairol, Azuan, and my teammates are Siti, Aisyah, Izzah, Binti, Azahar, and Syahrul, Nizam, Zainal. Our SP for this final year project is Muhammad Firdaus bin Uthman, and we choose to make a portable carbon monoxide detector for our final year project. The introduction for this topic is that carbon monoxide is a poisonous gas that cannot be seen by naked eyes and has no sense and also taste. A dull headache, fatigue, dizziness, nausea, or vomiting are the subtle warning signs of carbon monoxide poisonings, whereas shortness of breath, confusions of blood visions are the more severe signs. The problem statement is to decrease the rate of loss of life in a car due to leakage of carbon monoxide gas.
On September 16, 2020, 3 college students were killed by carbon monoxide poisoning when they fell asleep in the car with the engine running. Due to the lack of a carbon monoxide detector, if anyone sleeps in the vehicle with an engine going, this issue will be repeated.
Day outing for 4 21-year-old friends turned tragic after 3 of them died of suspected carbon monoxide poisoning. According to the police, the women were on their way home to Sungai Petani and Gurun after spending the day in Pulau Jerajak. They stopped at a petrol station in Samagaga to take a break around 9:15 p.m. on Wednesday, but were believed to have fallen asleep in the car. One of the victims, Sharifah Farisha Said Fatih, was found dead in the front passenger seat at 1 a.m. Thursday, while Ayuni Shazwani was pronounced dead at the Seberang Jaya Hospital. The third victim, Nur Adila Muhammad Safwan, who was being treated at the Lumut Military Hospital, passed away at 4:20 p.m. Her twin, Nur Akila, remains in critical condition. Although there was no sign of any criminal element involved, police are conducting further investigations.
The objective of this project is to avoid carbon monoxide poisoning like headache, dizziness, weakness, and confusion while driving. Next is to develop a carbon monoxide detector available on the market, where we use battery to turn these detectors on. And lastly, to improve the safety of cars, especially local branded cars. Materials needed for this project is an MQ7 carbon monoxide gas sensor, Arduino, breadboard, jumper wires, 5mm of LED in red and green colors, AS1205K, a buzzer, resistor with 221 ohm, and a DCJ. Firstly, ESP8266 module was connected with the Arduino. ESP01 adapter module was used to make the connection very easy and to connect properly. This adapter module has a built-in 5V to 3.2V regulator. Next, ESP01 adapter's VCC pin was connected to the 5V pin on the Arduino. ESP01 adapter's GND was connected to GND on the Arduino. Then the TX pin from the adapter was connected to the pin 2 of the Arduino, and the RX pin from the adapter was connected to the pin 3 on the Arduino. Then the MQ7 carbon monoxide CO gas sensor was connected with the Arduino. The VCC and the GND on the gas sensor were connected to the 5V and GND pins on the Arduino. Then the AO pin on the MQ7 gas sensor was connected to the AO on the Arduino. Lastly, to cause the production of sound and warning lights, the buzzer and the LED were connected to the Arduino. The positive on the buzzer was connected with pin 10 on the Arduino, and negative on the buzzer was connected with GND on the Arduino. Then the negative sides of the LED was connected to the GND through the 220 ohm resistor, and the positive side to pins 8 and 9 on the Arduino, then connected to the battery power.
want to present about the results and discussions of MQ7 effectiveness to carbon monoxide gas. So there are two tests that to prove at the response and sensitivity of MQ7 in different air quality. So for the first test is about sensor signal versus time. So in this testing process, sensor and reference measurement device are placed on measurement tube which has connected to motorcycle muffler. So motorcycle exhaust gas is used as carbon monoxide sources. Okay, we will look for the first graph. The first graph shows that when the MQ7 exposed in clean air and open environment, so the graph shows that the sensor output decrease at 0.5 and stable at 0.75 volts in clean air. Then we look at the second graph. This graph shows that when MQ7 is exposed to motorcycle gas emission, so the graph is different from the first graph. In this graph, the sensor output increased up to 2.15 volt when exposure by motorcycle exhaust gas. So this result indicate that the sensor has a good response to carbon monoxide gas. For the second test is the second test was conducted to find the relationship between sensor resistance values vs CO concentration. So when exposed to motorcycle exhaust gas, RS value is decreasing along with higher carbon monoxide concentration. So when carbon monoxide concentration increase, the RS value will also decrease. So the relationship between RS per RO ratios with carbon monoxide concentration in ppm can be written in the equation stat in point 3, which is RS per RO equal to 1 equal to 100 ppm CO. So from the graph, the RS value at 100 ppm gas carbon monoxide is 1.7 kilo ohm. So for the novelty and uniqueness, first it is high quality because we use MQ7. Then it has attractive design which is suitable to use in car. And third is portable detector because we use battery. Then it is higher carbon monoxide sensitivity detector and also easy to use. For benefits of the MQ sensor is alert the people to leave the car to avoid CO poisoning, and then to decreasing the accidents deaths from poisoning. Then for increase the production of cars equipped with CO detectors. Next is upgrading in car health safety. Lastly, can alert the user for exhaust system maintenance or servicing.
For commercialization, we have four. Number one is product, second is price, third is place, and number four is promotion. For product, it's involving mass production of carbon monoxide detector in Malaysia marketing. Second, for the price, one detector basic cost is RM30 ringgit. For third place, we choose R&D, research and development, and the second one is Malaysian market. For promotion, website, Instagram, Twitter, and poster. For improvement part, we have four of improvements. Number one is change the battery to solar panel or micro USB port. It This vehicle nature has a climate outlet for tropical weather with high temperature and a lot of runoff during the year. Its heat is a major battery killer. Solar panel, also known as photovoltaic panel, are used to transform the light from the sun, consist of energy particle known as photon, into electricity that can be used to supply electricity. It's also eco-friendly. Most of modern cars have a USB port that we can connect with the portable detector. The higher temperature for a cable is 165 degrees Celsius. With the hot and humid temperature in Malaysia, it's really appropriate. Number 2 is increase the alarm volume. Normally, drivers are not aware of the detector when driving, since they are too focused on the road or reading the car meter with the sound coming from the radio. It's difficult to hear the alarm sound. By increasing the alarm volume, it will notify the driver. Number 3, use plastic polyether indicator or PEEK for the detector body. It is capable to maintain high temperature stiffness and it's suitable for continuous use at temperature 170 degrees Celsius. Number 4, create a multifunction portable detector. We can also create a multifunction portable detector that we can detect smoke, carbon monoxide, and flames. For conclusion, safety of hazard gas instrument for laboratory experiment to observe CO and CH4 is designed, while common gas instruments are used in object detection without considering the flow of gas toward the user. The design system is developed using a microcontroller and connected to personal computer to save data. Here, the user can use the instrument using inlet, outlet, wire pipe, and field discharge to as an artificial environment without direct contact toward gases. Since the observation use low concentration, the performance of the proposed system shows linear response, which can be modeled using linear regression.
Carbon monoxide exposure while driving can occur due to faulty exhaust systems, defective ventilation systems, emissions from vehicles, and even cigarette smoking. To overcome this problem, never run your car inside a garage that is attached to a house, even with the garage door opened. Always open the door to a detached garage to let in fresh air when you run a car inside. Carbon monoxide can build up quickly when a vehicle is running, so if you need to warm up your car, move it out of the garage after you start it. Next, have a mechanic check the exhaust system of your car every year. A small leak in the exhaust systems can lead to a build-up of carbon monoxide inside the car.